Did you?
And
was Lita like zoned? Or?
No, she wasn't zoned. I was.
Can you just talk into your mic so we get a level, please?
An unusual divorce trial is underway in Orlando, Florida. A 12-year-old.
I was just nervous that night because I was just there deciding, well, I got to just keep this thing going, and I just kept talking, and I was like kind of scared. We got to go somewhere. We got to do this, and all these ideas kept popping in my head.
With your voice, so people could listen to it forever.
Oh, but I watched it though because this was a taped one, and I went home and I looked at it.
He's dreamy.
I went home and I looked at it, and Lita, it's the point where she was like laughing because she couldn't get a word in edgewise. She's just like, yeah, right, Tim, sure. Just shut the hell up, would you? I do that out of fear.
Lita was just like, well, it's good though. I mean, because you keep things going. Like on the interviews, I just was like sitting back enjoying myself.
When you get into it, keep it pretty short.
Yeah.
And then if you guys want to like talk a little bit more at the end about the weather or something, that's fine.
Okay.
I think what we need to do to keep it going. What we need to do to keep it going
is
just
your
keep
head.
you guys back and forth constantly. If you guys do that, it'll make it a lot faster.
All right.
I'm cutting out huge stories.
You can bounce about anything off me. I'm okay. I'll roll with it.
Okay.
Safe bicycling. Bicycling.
Or bikeling. If
Bikeling.
you're in Tim's neighborhood.
I'm bikeling over there. Bikeling.
Me and Jenna go bikeling.
Bikeling.
No, it's Joanna peeking.
I don't know how long ago. How long ago did she drop?
Oh, she keeps cackling.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Do you want me to read again?
Yeah, no, she may do that during the show.
It's true. If Tim says something really funny, I will.
Get another sound level.
An unusual divorce trial is underway in Orlando, Florida. A 12-year-old boy is trying to separate himself from his natural parents so his foster family can adopt him. The young boy says he was abandoned, but his mother says she put him in foster care so she could get her life together, and she wants him back.
These guys do home mortgages too.
That's kind of a fancy schmancy card.
Yeah. It's weird that I got some stock in their company.
Yeah.
And it was funny too because I was almost going to sell it.
Really?
Yeah, because I thought, what the hell? It's like it only amounts like I think if I sold them all off, it might be, and I could be mistaken. I think it's like 140, but it could only be 40 too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might only be 40.
Big smiles, big smiles.
Good afternoon. I'm Tim Doherty. Thanks for joining us. What?
What?
I didn't get my
Stand
name.
by.
Did I say bikeling again?
No. Stand by, please. Look at the camera. Both looking in the camera, please.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Doherty.
And I'm Joanna Porzak, and we have a great informative show planned for you today. We're going to have some financial advice on how to double your money. That'll be with Thomas Wright from Primerica Financial Services.
We're also going to be learning some tips on safe bicycling. We'll look at This Week in Music and also find out what some people in the Akron area think was the most quintessential classic rock song of all time. But first, the news.
And Tim, an unusual divorce trial is underway in Orlando, Florida. A 12-year-old boy is trying to separate himself from his natural parents so his foster family can adopt him. The young boy says he was abandoned, but his mother says she put him in foster care so she could get her life together, and she wants him back. The Senate has voted to override President Bush's veto of the family leave bill. The vote was 68-31. It's the first time the Senate has used its override power against President Bush. Researchers in St. Louis are taking pictures of the inside of the brain, hoping to come up with better drug treatments for severe depression, which affects some 20 million Americans each year. The scientists at Washington University say the pictures show two areas of the brain experience abnormal blood flow during depression. And these days, it's not unusual to see underwear worn out in the open thanks to people like Madonna. But did you ever wonder what underwear looked like when it was still kept undercover? Well, Underwear Through the Ages is the name of the display at a Minnesota museum. The exhibit shows how the once unmentionables changed as the ideal figure did. And now here are some of the stories we're working on for tonight at 6. A Barberton woman and her 2 young children had gotten no further than the end of the driveway today when they became victims of an armed carjacker. The family was forced out of the car unharmed. Their car was then driven to a local Dairy Mart store, which was robbed. And the Clinton Gore campaign goes after Ohio women, encouraging them to vote Democratic this November. The group One Women, One Vote says Democrats are more in tune with the issues women care about. And we'll have more of those stories coming up tonight at 6 with Mark Williamson. Now the weather.
It's been picture perfect the last couple of days.
Beautiful day.
Ever since autumn began earlier this week, we've had very nice weather. Cool nights. Obviously, one night this week we dropped well below the normal by about 15 degrees. Didn't break any records this week, but we've been under a nice cool, definitely cool, high pressure influence for the last couple of days. That's going to move off now, and it looks like parts of Tropical Storm Danielle, which recently met the East Coast, not a hurricane, but still a pretty strong storm nonetheless, hit the East Coast, and some of that moisture is going to be feeding back into the Ohio Valley. And that's what we have on the radar right behind us right now. What you see there is actually moving our way. That's over parts of Pennsylvania and Pittsburgh right now, heading up towards the northwest, and that is going to be moving in during the nighttime, or rather the late afternoon tomorrow, and will be stretching through the night. There's also a cold front that's moving in from the west as well, so it looks like we're going to be kind of sandwiched in between two storms. This will probably all happen about tomorrow night. Looks like then the rain will begin, and Sunday, which of course is the day that the Cleveland Browns take on the Denver Broncos at the lakefront, it's going to be a pretty wet day, and it looks like it's going to be a mud bowl. So hopefully John Elway and the Broncos aren't used to playing in wet conditions.
That would be nice.
They're used to playing
Slow
in
them up a little.
Yeah, mile-high conditions where the air is thin, but I don't know how they're going to do it with mud, so we'll have to wait and see.
Well, take your raincoats if you're going to the game then. And when we come back, we'll have financial advice on how to double your money. You'll want to stay tuned.